present moment. Be aware of the support of the earth underneath your feet. When you're ready, begin to bring your attention to your breath. And notice both the inhalation and the exhalation. Taking a few deep breaths here, just being with the flow and the energy of your own breath. Take that inhale and breathe all the way down into your lower belly, bringing attention back to the physical body. Then on your next exhale, lower your right ear towards your right shoulder and hold for a few breaths. You want to stretch out the left side of your neck. You happen to notice any tightness or tension, hold it for an extra breath or two. You want to stretch that out. Slowly bring your head center. On the exhale, lower your left ear towards your left shoulder. So taking a few breaths on this side, noticing the stretch here, keeping your attention on your breath and the physical stretch. Slowly bring your head back centered. On your next exhale, lower your chin towards your chest. Hold and breathe as you notice the stretch in the back of your neck. Slowly begin to lift your head back center. And this time we're going to lift our chin up towards the sky, noticing the stretch in your throat area. And relax your jaw to separate your upper teeth from your bottom teeth, letting go of any tension you may be holding in the jawline. And then gently bring your head back center. Take your time, take a deep breath when you get there. And more warm-up poses. Let's do some shoulder rolls. We're loosening up the shoulder joints. Inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears, and you exhale them down. And just move with the flow of your own breath at your own pace. Being aware of the physical movement with your breath. And again, if you notice tension when we're getting into these movements and warming up, just do a few more to loosen that up. So take your time. Just remember at some point to stop and reverse directions. So balancing out the front and the back of the body. Notice what it feels like to do shoulder rolls in the opposite direction. Good. And then relax your shoulders. Next, inhale, lift your arms and hands up in front of you. I'm going to begin to work the finger joints. Again, I don't know if I've said this on Zoom, but this is good if you have arthritis in your hands. This is good for the arthritis. So exhale, make a fist. Every inhale, open your fingers back up. So this brings blood circulation to the finger joints and the hands. It helps loosen up any tension that may be in the joints. You can go slower, especially if you do feel pain with the arthritis. But again, this is good for the arthritis. And then when you make a fist again, you're going to draw circles in the air with both hands, both fists. Then this brings circulation to the wrist joints. Go in each direction a couple or a few times. Good. Then you can rest your hands back on your lap when you're done. We're going to do the same thing, just work our legs and feet. Inhale, both legs straight out in front of you. You can keep your legs a little bit lower, feet closer to the floor if that is more comfortable for you. You can take your hands, place them under your legs to help hold them up in the air. Point your toes forward and back towards your body a few times as we stretch the ankles and the ankle joint. See if you can notice the stretch. Where do you feel it? You may feel the stretch going all the way up the backs of your legs or stretching the hamstring. You're also going to draw the circles with your feet in the air. Go in any direction you wish. Good. And then gently bring your feet back to the floor, resting your legs. And for our cat-cow, to work our spine, make sure if you're sitting in a chair with the back, that your back is not leaning against the back of the chair for this one. Hands on your lap. You're going to inhale, lift your chin up towards the sky. Exhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest, rounding your back towards the back of the chair. Moving with the flow of your own breath. Every inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest, round your back. This brings movement to the spine. It also helps to stretch out the lower back. And then come back center and rest. If that felt good to you, you can do another one with your breath. But when you come back center, we're going to do a side stretch, either keeping that left hand on your lap or the side of the chair for support. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale over, stretching that right side of your body. So hold it if you can, a couple deep breaths. And if you notice any tightness of tension, you want to hold it for an extra breath or two. Good. Come back center. We'll go to the other side. On the inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale to the opposite side. What does the stretch feel like on this side? Being aware of any tightness or tension so that you can hold it for an extra breath or two. Stretch it out. No judging. Don't judge it. We're just becoming more aware. Come back center. And starting to get more active, bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart center. We're going to inhale our hands straight up. Inhale, hands back to your heart. On the inhale, open your arms to your sides, opening up the front of your body. Exhale, bring the palms back together in front of your heart. So let's do a couple more. You go at your own pace with your own breath. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, hands up. Exhale to heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, palms together. Maybe one more if you can. Inhale up. Good. Exhale to heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, palms together, and you can bring your hands back to your lap. So we're going to get into a gentle twist. You're going to start on the right side. Inhale your right hand up. Hold it at eye level. The palm of your hand faces away from you. Exhale that hand on top of your left shoulder. Turn your head in the same direction. On the inhale, lift that hand off your shoulder. You're just bringing it in front of you. Do a gentle twist towards your right side. On the exhale, come back center. We're going to alternate sides. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale to right shoulder. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, center. One more on each side. Be aware of every movement you're making. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale to left shoulder. Inhale, twist to the right. And exhale, center. Last time, left side. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale to right shoulder. Inhale, twist to the left. And exhale, center. Take a resting breath here. Forward bend. Inhale, arms and hands up. Exhale, begin to bend forward. And a couple things you can do here. When you get there, if you're not comfortable, you can lift your head and torso up a little bit. Rest your forearms on your lap instead. Keeping your breath deep and smooth, even though you're in a forward bend. As you're holding, becoming aware of any body sensations without judgment. So use your breath, imagine breathing and healing into those areas. You can shift around a little bit as you're holding the pose. One more deep breath, and then begin to very slowly lift yourself up. You want to lift your head up last. Taking your time when you get there, being aware of how you feel physically, any tension. Again, just breathe in healing into that area. Emotionally, mentally with the thoughts. Again, just use those as a reminder to bring your attention back to your breath. Exhale, let them go. Imagine them floating out into the air with each out breath. So we're practicing letting go of our minds so we don't get attached to all that. So nice deep breath. Let's do angel breath. Bring your arms and hands to your sides. Make sure you're sitting up tall, not slouching. Inhale, arms and hands all the way up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to the left. Couple more. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. One more if you can. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Next time you inhale, hands up. Bring the palms of your hands together above your head. Slowly exhale them down in front of your heart center. Breathing in loving kindness or healing or maybe joy into your own heart center, whatever you may need in the moment. Breathe it in, practice receiving it from the universe with each in-breath. And then relax your hands back to your lap. Good. So let's do eagle pose. So get into it slowly. You're going to lift your right ankle, gently place it on top of your left ankle. And then with your arms, you want to raise your arms in front of you vertically like this. You can either bring your left arm on top of your right arm, so going across your chest, or bring your arms back vertically in front of you. Bring your left elbow underneath your right elbow. Your hands can be far apart or close together. We all have different flexibilities. Don't force it. And then you hold where it's more comfortable for you. You have a choice. You can either hold still and just bring your attention back to your breath, trying to rest in the pose. Using your breath, every exhale, letting go of whatever tension you may be noticing. Or add movement. The movement is just inhaling your arms slightly up towards the sky, and then exhale, bend forward. Inhale up. Exhale, bend forward. So you're just moving with the flow of your own breath, and you do what feels right for you in the moment. Inhale up, exhale down. And again, listening to your own body. When you're ready to release, if you feel you've had enough, slowly bring your head and torso back center. Gently release your arms and your legs. If for some reason that feels good to you, that your body's just telling you it wants that, it may need that, So do an extra one with your breath. We do need to do that on the opposite side. So beforehand, you want to do a couple shoulder rolls. Just loosen up your shoulder joints a little bit in your arms, and then we'll do that on the opposite side. This time, left ankle gently on top of your right ankle. Arms in front of you again. And either right arm on top. This time you want to bring the opposite arm on top. Or right elbow underneath the left elbow. So pause for a moment when you get there, right? You want to notice if you're feeling any kind of pain, you do want to come out of the pose and just rest. Otherwise, again, if you want to add the movement, just inhale your arms slightly up. It just stretches out the back of the shoulder joints. And then exhale, bend forward. So that's why we add this movement. And what does it feel like to do the same thing on this side of the body? Both sides of the body might feel the same, although sometimes when we do the same thing on each side, we do become more aware of where we may be holding tension. And then maybe we working that side a little bit more. When you bring your head and torso back up again, gently release your arms, release your legs. Again, a couple shoulder rolls, maybe in each direction. I'm going to do a heart opener just to open up the front of the body again. When you're ready, just slide up in front of your chair, just enough so your back is not leaning against the back of the chair again. You're going to take the palms of your hands, place them on your lower back for support. Fingertips face the floor. Slowly inhale, lift your chin up towards the ceiling. And then as you're holding, you're just bringing your elbows slightly, just gently closer together, just to get that stretch in the front of your shoulder joints. Deep breath. Imagine breathing in to your own heart center, as this is a heart opener. And when you're ready to release, slowly bring your head center, gently release your hands back to your lap. Good. We're going to do elbow to knee. So again, bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart. Inhale, hands straight up. Exhale, you're just bending and twisting. Gently bring one elbow to the opposite leg. So you're going into a slight twist. Inhale all the way up. This time on the exhale, you're going to the opposite leg. So you're alternating sides again. Inhale up, and then just go at your own pace with your own breath. And then one more time on each side. When your elbow gets to that leg, if you want to lift your top hand up towards the sky and just hold for a breath or two, that just opens up the shoulder joint. And then bring the palms back together. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, try to do the same thing on the opposite side. And just hold for a breath or two. Bring the palms back together. Inhale up. And then slowly exhale your hands back down to your lap. Rest your arms. We do a lot of arm movements, so rest them if you need to. And let's get ready for temple pose. We're going to begin by spreading our feet wide, usually the width of the legs of the chair, but a comfortable distance for you. I always have to move up a little bit to get a little bit more comfortable. Make sure you're not slouching so your back is straight. Just inhale, slightly lift the top of your head, slightly up again. That lengthens the spine. Interlace your fingers in front of you, turning your palms out away from you, holding your arms straight out to stretch the arm muscles. Again, you don't want to lock your shoulder joints, so keep your elbows slightly bent. Or you can lift your arms all the way up, palms face the sky above your head. So you hold where it's right for you. Press both feet gently into the floor so you're strengthening your leg muscles at the same time. So be aware, we're strengthening and working our leg muscles, but we're stretching our upper body in the same pose. Some people like to do a side stretch here, just exhale to one side. Come back center, go to the opposite side. Or again, you can just hold it still. Good. And when you're ready to come back center with your hands above your head, release your hands, bring your arms and hands to your sides. Again, just think of something or someone that you may be thankful for, something positive going on in your life in this moment, and just take a couple of breaths with that thought. We want to balance out all the chaos, the health crisis, our fears. We want to balance all that out with something positive. Good. When you're ready, just bring your hands back to your legs. Gently slide your feet back together. We're going to do a deeper twist. So 2 ways you can do this. Again, you can just keep your feet where they are, facing forward. Just inhale, lengthen your spine by lifting your top of your head slightly up towards the sky. And then gently exhale towards your right side. So your hands go to the right, turning your head in the same direction. So either holding here, but if you want a deeper twist, come back center with your torso. Take your time. You're going to shift your feet, your whole body, so you're sitting sideways in the chair. But take your time getting there if you're shifting. Again, you want to lengthen your spine because this is a spinal twist. So inhale, head up slightly. Exhale, twist towards the back of the chair. While you're holding here, and if it's not comfortable, if your breath is not deep and smooth, you need to shift a little bit back towards the center. Taking a couple of deep breaths on this side. Come back center with your head and torso, and then begin to shift your feet back and take your time with this. You're also moving out of the poses with awareness. You're going to shift your body so we do the twist on the opposite side. So again, when you're ready, when you get ready to lengthen your spine before going into the twist, inhale, lift your head up, exhale, twist. Towards the back of the chair, one more time. Notice what it feels like to hold the twist on this side. Again, you can shift around to get a little bit more comfortable, paying attention to your own body. Couple more deep breaths on this side. When you're ready to, again, slowly come back center with your upper body. And if you are sitting, sitting sideways in the chair, take the time to shift your feet back so you're facing forward. Before we move on, just take a moment now to notice again how you feel, any tension. Sometimes holding these poses creates a little bit of a tension in the body. So again, we don't want to judge that. We just want to be aware. Breathe in healing into that area. With each exhale, practice letting go a little bit of that tension with each out breath. That way, we don't keep our mind and our energy or our attention on that pain or tension we're feeling. A nice deep breath. I'm going to get ready to do some standing poses. As always, if you're not feeling up to doing them today, you can stay seated, do some of the moves, stretches we've already done. A lot of times after we just did the seating poses, you may notice tension in your body that wasn't there before, so you can rework that area. Otherwise, again, get up slowly, mindfully, especially in the heat. Like I always remind everyone, come up slowly, just so we don't get lightheaded. I'm going to try and lower my screen down just a little bit again. I usually do forget to do that, so I hope you can see my feet. I know most of you know what to do, but again, it's always nice if you can see. So stand up. When you get there, stand up tall in your mountain pose. Find a focus point in front of you. Arms and hands at your sides or on the back of the chair for balance if you need to. And let's do another side stretch. So inhale that right arm up, exhale over, stretching that right side. Again, you could keep your left hand on the back of the chair for balance. That's what it's there for. Or just on the outside of your left leg as you hold. Come back center. And then inhale, left arm, go to the opposite side. So stretching, what does the stretch feel like on this side again? Deep breath or two here. Good. Come back center. Take a resting breath here. Again, make sure you're standing tall in mountain pose. Being aware of the support of the earth beneath your feet. Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to stretch our ankles out again. So again, if you're standing directly behind the chair, it might be easier to keep your hands on the back of the chair to help you balance. We're going to come up on our toes. So inhale, up on your toes. And then exhale to your heels, trying to get your toes off the floor. Again, you may need to hang on to something for balance. Please do so. And just massage the bottoms of your feet. We're also stretching the toes when we do this. We're just bringing positive energy to the feet. Good. So again, do one or two more if that feels good to you. Otherwise, again, come back and stand tall. Want to center, ground yourself again, standing tall in mountain pose. We're going to do tree pose, which is a balance pose. So even though I cue you into doing it, please go at your own pace. Let's start with the left side. Begin by shifting your weight to your left foot and leg, and then turn your right knee out to the side. You could place your right heel gently against the inside of your left ankle. Your right toes could stay on the floor for balance. Some people do like to lift that foot up. You can put the sole of your right foot on the inside of your left leg, but be careful, don't put it on your knee. So that foot needs to be below your knee or above your knee, so if you lose your balance, you don't kick that knee joint out. But just be aware of that. Get into the position, and then again, get into it mindfully, how balanced you feel here. When you're ready, begin to grow your tree on this side. Inhale, arms up. This is your practice. Some people like to just hold still, just noticing the stretch. Notice you're strengthening your left leg muscles. You want to keep that left knee slightly bent so you're not holding your weight on that joint. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Some people like to move their arms and hands, just reaching up one hand at a time, or just moving those arms in any direction they feel like going in. It's all about doing what feels right for you in the pose. Good. When you're ready to release, bring the palms of your hands together above your head. Slowly exhale your hands back in front of your heart center. And then you can release that right foot and knee. Release your arms and hands back to your sides. We need to do that on the right side. So beforehand, just bend, straighten your knees, loosen up those left leg muscles you just worked. It also helps to loosen up the hip that we just stood on. And then, again, build your tree on the right side at your own pace. Start again, find a focus point in front of you. And then shift your weight a little bit towards that right foot and leg. Turn your left knee out to the side. Again, either placing that left heel gently against the inside of your right ankle. Left toes can stay on the floor. Make sure your right knee is slightly bent. It may cause you to go off balance a little bit. So again, that's what the chair is there for. Keep your hands on the chair if you need to. You're still strengthening that right leg. Otherwise, begin to grow your tree, inhaling your arms up. Notice how balanced you feel on this side. Don't judge it. You're just becoming aware. This teaches us to be the witness of our own bodies. We learn to accept our bodies in our mind where they're at in each moment. That's what yoga is all about. So again, either holding still, just doing that breathing, or add a little bit of movement to it. Good. And again, stay there for an extra breath or two if you're liking it. But again, if you're ready to come out of it, try to slowly bring the palms of your hands together. Exhale them down in front of your heart center. Release that left foot. Release your arms and hands back to your sides, coming into mountain pose. Loosen up those right leg muscles. Just bend, straighten your knees again. Loosen up that right hip as well. We can also do a gentle twist to help loosen up the hips. So spread your feet a little bit wider. And then just swing your arms from side to side. Just make sure you lift your opposite heel off the floor to protect your knees as you go into the twist. So again, as my arms are at my left side of the body, my right heel is off the floor. Same thing when my arms go to the right side of my body. Good. And then come back into mountain pose. We'll get ready to do our warrior 1 and 2 poses. So starting with warrior 1, I'm just going to step up a little bit so I don't kick what's behind me. I've done that before. So stand tall, nice deep centering breath. And step straight back with your right foot. Both your hips need to be squared, so both your hips are facing forward. Your left knee bends and keep it over your left ankle. And then try to keep your feet evenly on both feet, or your weight evenly on both feet. That may help you to balance. And then inhale, lift your arms up, warrior 1 on this side. And as you're holding, taking those couple deep breaths, noticing where you're feeling the stretch on this side. From here, very slowly and gently transitioning into warrior 2. Try to keep your feet where they are. Slowly begin to turn your hips, upper body and your arms to your right side. And if you need to shift that right foot that's in the back there a little bit, go ahead to get more comfortable so you don't overstretch your muscles there. Then bring your arms parallel to the floor and turn your head so you're looking out over your left hand. So warrior 2, watch that left knee. Again, bring it back over that left ankle for right placement in warrior 2. From here, we go into triangle pose. So bring that left hand to the back of the chair if you're behind the chair, or you can bring that left hand the outside of your left leg. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale over, so you're stretching your right side of the body as you hold triangle on this side. And slowly coming back up with your head and torso, arms parallel to the floor, just taking a breath in warrior 2 one more time. You can bring your arms and hands to your sides, gently slide your toes facing the same way, and then gently slide into your mountain pose. And then take the time, face forward. We'll do all that on the opposite side. When you're ready, step straight back with your left foot. So going into warrior 1 to begin. Both your hips again facing forward. Bend that right knee over the right ankle. Notice how this feels. Make those adjustments. Again, if and when you're ready, inhale, arms up for warrior 1 on this side. As you're holding this side, where are you feeling the stretch now? Again, keep bringing your attention back to your breath, using your breath Inhaling, healing into any area of tension you may notice. Exhale, let go. So you're really learning to let go into the pose. From here, again, slowly begin to turn your hips and upper body towards your left, going into warrior two. So go into it step by step. And then bring your arms parallel to the floor. And then turn your head so you're looking out over your right hand, warrior two on this side. Even though our arms and shoulders or hands are up there, try to keep them a little bit relaxed, a little bit loose, so you're not causing more tension. And then going into triangle pose, again, either bring that right hand to the back of the chair or your right leg. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, over, so you give that left side of your body a nice stretch in triangle pose. When you're ready, slowly lift your head and torso back up, bringing arms back parallel to the floor, just taking one more breath, resting in warrior two. Bring your arms and hands back to your sides. Turn your right toes facing the same as your left toes. Gently come back into your mountain pose. So, take your time, just scan your body from head to toe as you're standing tall in mountain pose. Any tension, take the time now to loosen that up. So either doing this twist, bringing your arms from side to side. Again, that just loosens up the hips. You need to do another side stretch. There's tightness on the sides of your body. So you just give your body what it needs in this moment, because we are going to get ready to come back sitting in the chair. I might do a couple more things before I do a guided meditation with you. So we want the body a little bit relaxed for that. So take your time, only when you're ready. Come back and sit in the chair. When you, again, take your time getting there. When you do get there, if you're there already, again, just bring your attention back to your breath. By doing so, we keep kindly bringing ourselves back to the present moment. Always keeping the attention on ourselves. So let's do one more side stretch. Take that left hand, grab hold of the seat on that side, or keep it on your left hand, left leg. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale over, give that right side a nice last deep stretch. Come back center, take your time going on the other side. Inhale, left arm up, exhale, opposite side. The side stretches help to release tension in the torso and the sides of the bodies. And then when you're ready, you can just come back center, rest your arms. We're going to do a forward bend. So inhale, arms and hands up. Exhale, begin to bend forward. And again, hold in your forward bend. Whatever that is for you, make those adjustments to get a little bit more comfortable as you're holding the pose. And if your breath is not deep and smooth and you're down all the way, touching or reaching your feet or the floor, it's not comfortable, just lift your head and torso up a little bit, rest your forearms on your lap instead. The key is to keep the breath deep and smooth as we're holding the poses. So a nice couple deep breaths here. Just begin to go inward. Each exhale, try to relax and let go just a little bit more. And then again, taking your time, begin to very slowly lift yourself up, lifting your head up last. Again, one more time, when you do get back center, sitting upright, take a moment, scan your body from head to toe. You may still be feeling tightness, tension. Some people I know live with chronic pain. if you live with the pain, just be gentle with that area of your body. Use your breath. Our breath is just another form of energy. So when I'm constantly asking you to breathe in healing into certain areas of your body, you're just bringing in positive healing energy to that. It's supposed to, and it helps. Again, it keeps our focus more on our breath, and then we learn to let go each time of keeping our attention on the pain. If we constantly keep our attention on the pain, then we're actually making ourselves suffer more because we're putting our energy and our tension just on that alone. So again, we're just retraining our brains as well. So we control our mind, so our mind does not control us. So I just wanted to put that out there. We're going to get ready to do the guided meditation. So take the time now to get into a comfortable position. You still want to be alert for this. Some people do get really relaxed and you are in a chair. So I don't let you hold it for too long at the end because of that. So again, just make sure your back is resting against the back of the chair for this so you're more supported. Become aware of the support of the earth underneath your feet. Sitting up tall, I always like to, again, just inhale, slightly lift the top of my head up towards the sky, making sure I'm not slouching. Your hands can be resting on your lap or your sides, wherever's comfortable for you. And you stay where you are. Again, since I'm just doing a guided meditation, I'm going to move my chair up closer so that I can see you better, especially after we end. So only if you feel comfortable doing so, gently close your eyes. Otherwise, you can keep your eyes open. Take a couple of deep breaths here. We're going to begin with our feet. I'm just going to ask you to bring your attention to each part of your body, working up to our head and face. I'll guide you to relax that part. I always say the word release at the end, so that just gives you the cue that we're moving up to the next part. So again, bring your attention back to your feet. I feel my feet. I relax my feet. Release. I feel my ankles. I relax my ankles. Release. I feel my legs. I relax my legs. Release. I feel my hips. I relax my hips. Release. I feel my belly. I relax my belly. Release. I feel my chest. I relax my chest. Release. I feel my shoulders. I relax my shoulders. Release. I feel my arms. I relax my arms. Release. I feel my hands. I relax my hands. Release. I feel my back, my lower back, middle back, upper back. I relax my back. Release. I feel my neck. I relax my neck. Release. I feel my head. I relax my head. Release. I feel my face. I relax my face. Release. Very slowly begin to become aware of your breath. Begin to notice both your inhalation and your exhalation. Try to deepen your breath just a little bit more. So again, just on the inhale, imagine sending that inhale all the way down into your lower belly as we bring our attention back to the physical level, becoming more and more aware, being in the room. Begin by bringing just a little bit of movement back to your hands and to your feet. Maybe just starting out by wiggling those fingers and toes. Taking your time, just be aware of what it feels like to bring a little bit of movement back to the body. And I ask that you still try to keep some awareness on whatever stillness that you feel within. Take your time on your next inhale. Begin to slowly lift both arms and hands all the way up. You're going to take the time now to give yourself one last deep stretch. So whatever that is for you, just bring energy back to the body. Stretch those arms. If you want to lift your legs and feet one more time, stretch out the legs. You can rotate your hands and feet again a couple of times in each direction. It just brings more blood circulation, energy back to all your joints. So just move whatever way feels good for you in the moment. Excellent. Good. And take your time. When you're ready, you can just slowly bring your hands back to your lap, lower your feet back to the floor, and take your time if you're still stretching. Taking a deep breath or two here. Again, just one more time, being aware of how you feel physically. Any tension, again, just be gentle with yourself if you need to the rest of the day. Use your breath. Again, just imagine breathing and healing into areas of pain and tension. It just gives your mind, again, another thing to focus on instead of focusing so much on that pain. So one more time, lift your arms and hands all the way up. Bring the palms together above your head. Slowly exhale them down until they reach the front of your heart center. Rest here for a breath or two. And again, just practice receiving from the universe with each in-breath, whatever it is you need in the moment. It could be something simple as just joy or peace. Breathe it into every cell and organ inside your body. Namaste. So thank you all for practicing with me today, again, on Zoom. Finally getting used to it a little bit. It is so different than being in person, but I'm glad I'm doing it so I get to see you all.